5 little pumpkins sitting on a gate. The first one said, oh my, it's getting late. The second one said, there are witches in the air. The third one said, but we don't care. The fourth one said, let's run and run and run. The fifth one said, we're ready for some fun. Ooh, went the wind and out went the light, and the 5 little pumpkins rolled out of sight. Hi friends, I'm glad you're here with me again. This is Mr. Stanley at home. We're in my studio, my workspace, the place where I like to make things, make music, and where I teach. That song was called 5 Little Pumpkins, and it's an old song people have been singing for a long time. That was my version of it. There are many different versions of it. Today, we're going to learn a dance to go with the song My Little Pumpkin that I've been teaching my friends for a long time. And then I'm going to show you how to do a STEM activity where you build your own gate and put some pumpkins on it with stuff you can find around your home. And a STEM activity is something that uses science, technology, engineering, and math. So you're going to use some of those skills while you're making your gate for your 5 little pumpkins. So I want to show you the dance for the song. And it goes like this. You start with 5 fingers and you say, 5 little pumpkins. That's the name. That's the title. And we say, 5 little pumpkins sitting on a gate. Then you show 1 finger. The first one said, and you touch your watch, oh my, it's getting late. Then you show 2 fingers. The second one said, there are witches in the air, and you're looking for the witches. They're pretend, but we're looking for them. 3 fingers. The third one said, but we don't care. 4 fingers. The fourth one said, let's run and run and run. 5 fingers. The fifth one said, we're ready for some fun. Here's the fun part. Ooh, went the wind, and out, you clap your hands, went the light, and the 5 little pumpkins, now you're going to roll your fists together, rolled out of sight. And that's the dance that goes with it. So when someone's playing the music or you hear the song, you can do this dance. Let's do it together now, okay? I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. 5 little pumpkins. 5 little pumpkins sitting on a gate. The first one said, oh my, it's getting late. The second one said, there are witches in the air. The third one said, but we don't care. The fourth one said, let's run and run and run. The fifth one said, we're ready for some fun. Ooh, went the wind, and out went the light, and the 5 little pumpkins rolled out of sight. That was awesome. You did wonderful. Thank you for moving and dancing with me. So now I'm going to show you the STEM activity where we use science, technology, engineering, and math to do our activity. And actually, now I'm thinking about it, this is science, technology, engineering, art, and math. It's a STEAM project because we're going to be doing some art while we're making this gate for our 5 little pumpkins. So down here I have an example of what it might look like when you're done. Yours doesn't have to look like mine. I want you to be creative and come up with your own ideas. I'm going to show you how I made my gate for my 5 little pumpkins. I'm going to take this apart. And the fun thing with this gate we're making for your 5 little pumpkins, then you can tell the story as you are putting it together. So for the bottom of my gate, I just used some cans I found, some soda cans I had in the recycling bin. All this stuff, I like using stuff that I can find around the home. I don't want you to have to spend any money to make your gate for your 5 little pumpkins. I want you to find stuff around your home and and repurpose it, recycle it. That's a good thing to do for our earth and our planet. That's being respectful to our planet, to our neighborhoods. So, I use some cans for the base. For my pumpkins, I'm just using paper tubes. I got this from a roll of toilet paper. I made sure it was clean when I was done. And I'm using markers or crowns to color it. You can color it anyway, and your pumpkins don't have to be orange because, like some of you probably already know, pumpkins come in many different colors. They're yellow, they're green, they're blue, they're white. So your pumpkin doesn't have to be orange. So I'm going to take my orange marker, put the cap on the bottom so I don't lose it. And I'm just going to start coloring all the way around this cardboard tube. I'm just going to color all the way around. And when you're finished coloring it, you need to get your grown-up to help you. And I'm going to cut it in half. I might not cut it exactly in half. I might make one side a little bigger than the other. So I'm going to cut it. Have your grown-up help you. Have your caretaker, your adult help you. So now I have 2 pieces of my cardboard tube. I can have 2 pumpkins out of this, right? And another way that I make pumpkins, I want you to just know something else I used. I used the bottom of an egg container, an egg crate. And I cut them, and I colored them. I glued the little top on. The top is called the stem, or the fancy word is called peduncle. Can you say peduncle? That's a fancy word for a pumpkin stem. I love that word, peduncle. Peduncle. And now I want my pumpkins to be jack-o'-lanterns. A jack-o'-lantern is a pumpkin with a face on it. So I'm going to take my marker. I'm just going to make different faces. I'm going to make this face with 2 triangles, a circle, and a big mouth with a tooth in it maybe. A tooth on both sides. I drew a nice face on there. And I can take my green marker or a green crayon, and I'm just going to draw at the top of where the stem would be kind of a rectangle shape. So I drew a little stem there, a peduncle. I love saying that word, peduncle. Can you say peduncle? It's not a funny word. It's a funny word for the name of a stem on the top of a pumpkin. So after you have your 5 little pumpkins made, let's make sure I have 5. I have 1, I have 2, I have 3, and I'm going to use 2 of these ones that I made out of egg cartons. If I can find them. Maybe not. Oh, there's 4, and here's 5. So after you have your 5 little pumpkins made, then you need to make your gate for them to sit on. And there are different ways you can make your gate. You can actually probably use some more tubes, right? You can use more tubes to make your gate. Maybe use some tubes. You can use cans, right? You might use some cans to make your gate. You might use some cups that you can find around your house. Look around your house, see what would make a good gate, the base for your gate. Then, I just got a box that came in the mail, and I tore off part of the lid. And I didn't even need to cut it, I just kind of tore it back, rolled it back. And I had a top for my gate there. So if I'm using tubes, maybe stack these on top of each other. I can just lay that on top and see if that has a gate, see if it will hold up my pumpkins. I found something else that I had to use for pumpkins. I just had these laying around the house. They're just little pom-poms. One. Oh no! My gate fell down, so that wasn't the best gate. One, two, three, four, five. And they don't even have to have faces on them. They can just be orange. You can just take pieces of paper and crumple them up and use that to make your pumpkins. Whatever you choose, this is your project, your chance to be creative. So I tore off a piece of cardboard from a box to make the top of my gate. And I'll see the top. Here's the top of the egg crate I use. That can be the top of your gate maybe, or the other way even. Right? Another thing you can use that I like to find is an empty cereal box. And you get your grown-up or your caretaker or an adult to help you cut it. And when you have everything you need to make your gate for your 5 little pumpkins, I'm going to use my cans, and I'm going to use my cardboard box. Then you could sing the song and tell the story. So I can say, 5 little pumpkins sitting on a gate. The first one said, oh my, it's getting late. The second one said, there are witches in the air. The third one said, but we don't care. The fourth one said, you remember what the fourth one says? Let's run and run and run. And where's my... The fifth one said, I'm ready for some fun. Woo went the wind and out went the light, and the 5 little pumpkins rolled out of sight. Friends, when you move, when you sing, you know what happens? Your brain is getting bigger, and you're learning more, and it makes you so much smarter. When you move, when you're talking and singing, it helps you learn more. So go ahead and move when you're singing. You'll be surprised how much more you learn. Awesome. Friends, today we sang the song 5 Little Pumpkins, an old song people have been singing for a long time, and did a dance to go with it. And today we did a STEAM project of building a gate for 5 Little Pumpkins. And STEAM is science, technology, engineering, art, and math. So I hope you can go find some things around your home and make a wonderful gate for 5 Little Pumpkins. And if you don't celebrate Halloween and don't want to put jack-o'-lanterns on it, they don't have to have faces, they can just be pumpkins. And you can still tell the story. Thank you for being here at Mr. Stanley at Home. I had a nice time with you. I hope you had fun too. And I can't wait to see the work that you do making your 5 Little Pumpkin gates. Get to work, friends.